The third story is called In the Red and is written by Matt Groom and Steve Cardenas, who is the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. The story follows Rocky's little sister called Raina DeSantos, and basically she's having a bad day. She feels really bad about something that happened in school and she wants to go and chat to Rocky about it. She goes into Rocky's room and he's asleep and she's kind of like, oh, he's always so tired, what's going on? And finds that he has left out his Power Morpher. And she's like, we had a run-in with the Power Rangers before. Rocky was acting really weird and then he disappeared and then the Red Ranger showed up and I was suspicious, but now I know. And she's like, having this Morpher probably makes him so confident being a Power Ranger. I need to get me some of that. And she takes it and she becomes the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. So Rocky's little sister, Raina, is now MMPR Red and she's running through the city and she's talking to some kids and she's like lifting them and showing off his strength and she's kind of getting the kind of confidence and also attention that she wanted until Lord Zed sends down a monster called Bulldog specifically to single out the Red Ranger. So clearly just unlucky day. Lord Zed could see that there was a single Ranger on their own. He targeted them, is about to go down. They fight for a little bit and obviously Raina doesn't know what they're doing, but Rocky steps in. Demorphed, obviously, because Raina has the Morpher, and Rocky's like, look, I don't know who you are, I don't know why you have my Morpher. Regardless, let's sort this out first. And obviously Raina's like, oh my god, Rocky. And he's just like, okay, you know me, this is nuts. Rocky fights Bulldog, doesn't defeat, but fights, holds his own. King. I mean, I know Steve Cardenas wrote this, so obviously Rocky's gonna be good in it, but you know, still awesome. And once Bulldog is not defeated, but sort of away and down, Raina reveals to Rocky that, you know, hi, I'm your sister. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Raina's in pain. She's like, this hurts. This power is too much. Like, what is going on? Does it hurt you? And we get like some serious lore, like world building about the powers. Rocky basically explains the concept of the power transfer and the sword of power. Basically says for powers to go from one ranger to another, you need the sword of power to transfer the powers smoothly, because that way the powers transfer over, the connection to the grid transfers over as well, and that's how you become a Power Ranger if somebody before you had the powers. Now, I know throughout the years of the show, this was a bit shaky, especially with Kimberly and Kat in the same season, but you can assume maybe the power transfer happened before they passed the coin over. I don't really know. Raina then demorphs and Rocky kind of says, look, you need to keep calm, you need to say the words power down and just imagine the power leaving you, and that's how you demorph. She does that, gives the morpher back to Rocky and is like, okay, now you morph and sort this out. And he's like, look, I can't. You have not just taken these powers, like you straight ripped them. Like there is a like metaphorical mental like scar there, and it's going to take time for his connection to the grid to rebuild before we can properly morph again, which I imagine, you know, got a Zordon, sword of power, all that stuff. But that itself I thought was really cool as well. Like, you've taken the power from me and it hurts you, it's physically painful because there's so much power and it wasn't done smoothly, and now that you've given the power back, I can't just use it, like I've got to reconnect with it, which I thought was quite cool. But Rocky says there's no worry because my team has my back, and the team, Billy, Adam, Aisha, Kimberly and Tommy as the White Ranger show up. Tommy's like, sorry we took so long, you good, you coming? And then Rocky's like, yeah, no worries. And then even though he just said it's going to take a while to reconnect to the grid, he morphs anyway. He shouts Tyrannosaurus, he becomes the Red Ranger. It's cool. That's where the comic ends. I really liked that one. That might have been, I think, currently, that's ranked as second. I think Billy's is currently my top. Then it's that one. Then it's Tanya's. Not to say Tanya's was bad in the slightest. I just really liked with this one the concept of swapping powers, and you just used my morpher. That was mine and you used it, and that's why it's too much power for you to handle, and that's why the grid connections are unstable, XYZ. I thought that was really cool, and Steve Cardenas, Matt Groom, good job with that. Even if things don't line up with the show, even when like this stuff doesn't connect exactly to how we've been told, or XYZ, whatever, I love, just give me new things to kind of feed off of, do you know what I mean? New concepts and new like abilities and lore to go alongside the show to really get you thinking. I know, I loved it. So that was my review of In the Red, the third installment in the Power Rangers Across the Morphin Grid anthology series. I've already done a video on Billy's Metamorphosis and Tanya's Heavy Metal Rescue. If you guys want to see those, I will link them in the description. And we do have 2 more of these videos coming out very soon to finish off the comic book. Definitely check this out. I am in no way affiliated with Boom Studios or any of the writers. I just really like this comic book series, so check it out.